Good evening and welcome to NACTV Bigger Bingo for Wednesday, November 13th, 2024, broadcasting live from Nipawin, Manitoba. Before we get started on our bingo, here are our rules. Our license number is LGCA 6052MBI 35606. First rule, one ball will be drawn at the beginning of the session. This ball will be the tuning number for Game 3, the blackout and 52 numbers. Number 2, when bingo is declared on more than one number, only those who declared bingo on the earliest number called will be declared winners and eligible to win the prize. Number 3, each bingo game will be closed when bingo has been declared and verified by calling the number displayed on the screen. The phone lines are open to receive calls, and it has been announced 3 times that the phone lines are open to receive calls. At least one phone line has been available for 2.5 minutes, and the game is declared closed. No further calls will be accepted with regards to that closed bingo game. Number 4, prize money is split evenly among multiple winners with a minimum payout of $25. Number 5, final win confirmation occurs when the winners present their date stamp sheet containing the winning card to NACTV. Number 6, in the event of transmitting or telephone problems which prevent continuation of play prior to the event's start or at any time during the event's duration, the game will be rescheduled or resumed on the next Wednesday night. Players will keep their cards for the following Wednesday and they will be accepted. If a player is unable to play the following Wednesday, they may exchange their cards at NACTV for a future game. Please check the nactv.tv website or call the office for confirmation of the games to be played. Number 7, Game 1 is played to a blackout on the gold cards. Jackpot in 50 numbers or less is a minimum of $1,000. After 50 numbers, Game 1 continues to a blackout for a $100 consolation prize. Number 8, Games 2 and 3 are played on the colored cards. Tonight it's pink. Game 2, the X game, has a prize amount of $150. Game 3, which continues from Game 2, is a blackout. Jackpot in 52 numbers or less is a minimum of $500. After 52 numbers, Game 3 continues to a blackout for a $100 consolation prize. And number 9, if Game 3 is won with the tuning ball number drawn at the beginning of the session, the winner will receive the accumulated tuning pot plus the blackout or consolation prize. Number 10, jackpots for Games 1 and 3 accumulate by 50 cents per package sold. When a jackpot is won, the pot will increase from the minimum amount when accumulated sales reach that value from 0. Number 11, the tuning pot accumulates by $1 per package sold. When it is won, it starts at 0. Number 12, prizes must be claimed and checks cashed within 6 months from the bingo played date. And 13, a list of the bingo numbers called can be obtained by calling the NACTV office. Okay, that's our rules. Good luck to everyone tonight. And let's find out what our tuning number is. So the tuning number for tonight is 074. We're not playing that one. We're just going to throw that one back in the hopper. 074 will be our tuning number for the night. Okay, starting on Game 1. Oh, dang. Blackout in 50 numbers or less is $20,166 plus 50 cents for every package sold at tonight's game. And we are playing on the gold colored cards, and the first number out is under the N34. N34. Under the N33, N33. Under the G58, G58. Under the B3, B3. Under the B B5, B5. Under the N38, N38. Under the I30, I30. Under the I24, I24. Under the B12, B12. Under the G59, G59. Under the O70, O70. Under the B8, B8. Under the I29, I29. Under the N42, N42. Under the O75, O75. Under the B13, B13. Under the I25, I25. Under the N43, N43. Under the I18, I18. Under the G56, G56. Under the I21, I21. Under the N32, N32. Under the G53, G53. Under the G55, G55. Under the G60, G60. Under the G47, G47. Under the B15, B15. Under the I-22, I-22. Under the N45, N45. Under the B9, B9. Under the I-19, I-19. Under the O71, O71. Under the O69, O69. Under the G51, G51. Under the O68, O68. Under the B4, B4. Under the I-16, I-16. Under the N41, N41. Under the N35, N35. Under the N39, N39. Under the O73, O73. Under the I-20, I-20. Under the G48, G48. Under the I-17, I-17. Under the G52, G52. Under the O72, O72. Under the N31, N31. Under the B11, B11. Under the B14, B14. Under the B7, B7. And that is your 50th number. So pause here for 2.5 minutes, see if anybody calls in with a bingo and wins that pot of $20,166 plus 50 cents for every package that we sold tonight. The phone number is 204-476-2639 and phone lines are open to receive your calls. We do have some community announcements. Arts Forward is having their glorious Christmas wish sale on November 23rd from 10 to 3 at the Yellowhead Hall. There's over 50 vendors and it's a perfect place to kick off your holiday shopping. Plus, Santa will be there from 10 to 1 for photos. And make it a full day with Nipaw's Super Saturday. Enjoy a free movie at the Roxy Theatre at 2 and the dazzling parade of lights at 6. So that's all going on November 23rd. There's the Christmas wish sale at the Yellowhead Hall where there'll be Santa and you can have photos with him from 10 to 1. There'll be a movie at the Roxy at 2 and the parade of lights will start at 6. The Christmas wish sale is a $3 admission with children 12 and under free. If you're coming for Santa families that are coming for Santa pictures will get in free. High Life Pork Co-op has free samples available of the High Life Pork on November 22nd from 11 to 2. So that's at Co-op grocery store. They'll have free samples of the High Life Pork, which is now being carried at Neepawa Co-op as well. But they'll have the free samples from 11 till 2, and that'll be on Friday, November 22nd, the day before the Christmas wish sale and the parade. And the parade will start at the Yellowhead Center, go down Mountain, then Davidson, Brown, and then Hamilton, where it ends. And if you've been to any of them before, it's the same parade route. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls. For the third and final time, both phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any calls, I'll declare this game closed. We'll move on to the consolation round for $100. Your next number out is under the 064. 064. Under the N44, N44. Under the B10, B10. Under the 062, 062. Under the 074, 074. Under the 066, 066. Under the N36, N36. Under the I-28, I-28. Under the G50, G50. Under the N37, N37. Under the 067, 067. Under the N40, N40. Under the 061, 061. Under the B6, B6. Under the G46, G46. Under the O63, O63. Under the I27, I27. Under the I26, I26. Oh, there we go. Somebody's calling in. Starting to wonder there. And somebody else is calling.
2143.
Okay. So I26 for that one. And we're just going to check another card, see if they got the last number called or an earlier number.
Oh, yeah, there we go. We're on 26. Already.
Oh, they had the one in the window? Oh, okay. I26 is our winning number at this point.
5169.
Another I26. We have two valid bingos on I26. Did I? Yeah. Okay, so both our phone lines are busy right now. Well, phone lines are busy. We'll just need to wait for a bit. And I'd like to thank the following businesses for their donation to NACTV. That is Gill & Schmall, John's Electric, Stride Credit Union, Home Hardware, Nipwa Veterinary Clinic, and Diamond Waterworks of Nipwa. And the following businesses support us through selling the bingo cards or the bingo packages for us. That is Harris Pharmacy, Nipwa Legion, Touchwood Park, and Kinsman Courts 2 is not a business, but they sell bingo packages to Kinsman Courts residents. Yeah. 5663. Another I26, and we now have 3 winners on I26. That was obviously the number to call that everybody is waiting for, was I26. Another community announcement. Ongoing one was that the Evergreen Environmental is open Mondays to Friday, 8 to 4, Saturday 8 to 3. The next time they'll be closed will be December 25th and 26th for Christmas and Boxing Day. We do have one phone line now available to answer your... Nope, never mind. Definitely popular. It's either a popular number, somebody's calling it an earlier number bingoed, which would then, of course, 2667. And another I-26. That makes 4 people on I-26 tonight. 4 winners on I-26. Yeah, definitely I-26 was the number to call. Wow, everyone was waiting for that one.
Your telephone number?
Rare that we ever get up to 68 numbers called before we have a winner.
Sorry.
I was thinking there was something on. Nobody was playing, but nope. People are playing. They're out there. You are out there supporting NACTV, having a good time playing bingo, I hope.
And what's your name?
So that toonie number is 074. And that's a toonie pot bet where $1 per package sold is added to that every week. And if you bingo on the number called in the 3rd game, then you win that toonie pot, which is currently at $11,010. Okay, we have one phone line ringing. No, we're having lots of calls in tonight. With our 2 phone lines.
Which number did you bring on? Seven, 561.
7561. Okay, so anybody who won on I-26, sorry, that is no longer the winning number. We do have somebody that bingoed on an earlier number called, the number before. It's now I-27, which is the number before I-26 in the order that we called them. So unfortunately, all those I-26s, whoever called in and thought they were a winner, unfortunately, you are not. But we do appreciate you playing. But our new winning number now is I-27. I-27 is the winning number now, and 1 number back. So not the I-26, but I-27. I guess it's 1 number ahead of the 26, right? But it was called before the 26, so
2664.
2664.
Oh, 2644. Sorry.
Okay, 2644.
That was on I-27 too.
I-27. We have a second winner on I-27. Okay, we have more than one person on I-27, but those people didn't get through quite as quick as when I called the next number on I-26. So it's I-27. We have 2 bingos on I-27. Which is a number before I-26. Okay, I think we've got a phone line free. I don't know for how long, but there is a phone line available right now. Maybe I can start my timer for that 2.5 minutes. Okay, well. Okay, well, we're waiting for the information and for my timer to count down. Read through some of the programming on NACTV coming up tomorrow. We have the Stepping Up with Confidence number 2, and it's from a standing position. Sometimes it's from a chair, sometimes it's standing. The Nipawat Titans hockey at 10:30. Followed by Connected, setting up your computer. At 1 o'clock is the Remembrance Day service. And we do have somebody else calling in. So we're going to have to see if we have another winner.
That one wasn't closed yet. No. Yeah, we had a bingo on I-27, which was before that. Okay?
Okay, well, not another bingo.
Okay, the bingo was on I-27.
Our bingo is on I-27. Okay, and both phone lines are open to receive your calls. I'll go back to my schedule here. So we have the Remembrance Day ceremony. So that's new. Community announcements, Indigenous history, culture, and contemporary realities, connecting newcomers, Nipah basketball game, Heritage Village, a seniors update on Brandon mobility presentation. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls. For the third and final time, both phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any further calls, I declare this game closed, and we'll move on to game 2, the letter X. Okay, so our winners on the Bonanza Consolation ended up being just 2 people, and they won on the number I-27. That was Teresa Nicholson of Burnie, purchasing the winning card at Harris Pharmacy, and Jacqueline Rose of Nipah, purchasing the winning card at NACTV. Congratulations, Jacqueline and Teresa. Okay, playing on those pink colored cards now. Looking for the letter X as shown on your screen, but cover everything if you've bought the number on your card, because it'll be a carry-on game to the third game, so you'll need those numbers. First number out on the pink colored cards, looking for with a prize of $150 here, is under the I-28. I-28. Under the G53, G53. Under the G47, G47. Under the B5, B5. Under the N34, N34. Under the G57, G57. Under the N45, N45. Under the G46, G46. Under the G56, G56. Under the N44, N44. Under the N37, N37. Under the O67, O67. Under the O72, O72. Under the I-19, I-19. Under the N42, N42. Under the B13, B13. Under the B7, B7. Under the O71, O71. Under the I-20, I-20. Under the B6, B6. Under the B1, B1. Under the O69, O69. Under the G49, G49. Under the G50, G50. Under the I-29, I-29. Under the I-16, I-16. Under the N36, N36. Under the B2, B2. Under the O74, O74. Under the N40, N40. Under the I-30, I-30. Under the G60, G60. Under the O73, O73. Under the B11, B11. Under the B12, B12. Under the B10, B10. Under the B3, B3. Under the N32, N32. Under the I-17, I-17. And we have a caller. So the number in the hoop's hasn't been called, so you can't bing on that one. Okay. Valid bingo on I-17. So last number call, we got a good valid bingo on I-17. And we do have one phone line open to receive your calls. Our tuning number, 074, was called. It was the 29th number to be called, so there will be no There will be no toonie pot to win this time around, and that toonie pot will grow from its $11,010. We sold 107 packages last week, and I'll actually break it down for you as to where we sold them from, how many. So we sold 22 from NACTV, 56 from Harris, 5 from the Legion, 11 from Kinsman Courts 2, 6 through Touchwood, and the Brandon Superstore Lottery kiosk sold 7. Oh, I forgot to mention them, didn't I? That wasn't good on my part. Yes, we also have bingo packages available at the Brandon Superstore Lottery kiosk. We now have both phone lines open to receive your calls. Both phone lines are open. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls. For the third and final time, both phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any other calls, I declare this game closed. And we'll move on to the blackout in 52 numbers. And the pot for that one is $10,423. And before we continue on, our winner in the Big X was Darlene Gillies of Neepaw, purchasing the cards at NACTV. Congratulations to Darlene. Okay, continuing on those pink colored cards. Looking for a blackout in 52 numbers worth $10,423. Your next number out is under the B9. B9. Under the 070, 070. Under the 068, 068. Under the N41, N41. Under the G54, G54. Under the N35, N35. Under the I-23, I-23. Under the N39, N39. Under the 062, 062. Under the I-25, I-25. Under the B-15, B-15. Under the I-22, I-22. Under the I-27, I-27. And that is your 50-second number. We'll pause here for 2.5 minutes, see if anybody calls in and wins that jackpot of $10,423 plus 50 cents for every package sold for tonight's game. And if you're a winner on the consolation prizes or the Big X, you can pick up your checks after 1 o'clock tomorrow. If you happen to win a jackpot or the toonie pot, then you can't pick them up can't pick the check up until Friday when we find out exactly how many we sold for tonight's game. We find that out on Thursday when we pick up the unsold packages. Yeah, I'm going to read through those community announcements one more time. On November 22nd, Friday, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., Co-op Grocery Store is having free samples of High Life Premium Pork, which they are also now carrying at Co-op. The Christmas Wish Sale is on November 23rd from 10 to 3 at the Yellowhead Hall. Families coming for Santa pictures get in free. Otherwise, there's a $3 admission with children 12 and under also free. Santa will be there from 10 to 1 for photos. There's the free movie at the Roxy at 2. And the Parade of Lights starts at 6 from the Yellowhead. The movie is courtesy of Kinley Thompson Chartered Accountants and is also sponsored by the Nippon District Chamber of Commerce. The parade is sponsored by the Nippon District Chamber of Commerce. The movie is courtesy of Kinley Thompson Chartered Accountants, and Arts Forwards is conducting the glorious Christmas Wish Sale at the Yellowhead Hall. So that's November 23rd. And November 22nd was the free samples of High Life Premium Pork at Co-op from 11 till 2. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls. For the third and final time, both phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any calls, I declare this game closed, and we'll move on to the consolation round for $100. And the next ball out on those pink colored cards is under the O63. O63. Under the N31. N31. Under the O66, O66. Under the N33, N33. Under the N43, N43. Under the G59, G59. Under the G48, G48. Under the B8, B8. Under the O61, O61. Under the G55, G55. Under the B14, B14. And we have a caller, so that number in that hoop is not in play, or not going to be a valid. Yeah, it's not in play and it won't be a valid bingo. 22. Oh yeah, that wasn't it. What number?
2376.
Oh, 2376. Two, 376? Missing B50 or G52.
Hello? Yeah, you're missing a number, G52. Oh, no problem.
Okay, we still have somebody calling. We do have phone line open. So there is one phone line open to receive your calls. 2805. Okay, valid bingo on B14, last number called, because it blinks. That's the case. So valid bingo on B14. And we'll go back to reading some of the programming on TV. And tomorrow at 8 p.m., the Nipo Garden Club, Garden Saturday. Then there's the Philippine Consular Outreach. On Friday, we always have Stepping Up with Confidence for the exercise in the morning at 10 o'clock. It's a pretty good exercise, actually. I've tried it. I liked it. I should do it all the time, but I don't. Then we have Council Debrief, Nipawat Town Council, Harry's Classic Theatre, Funny Face, Community Announcements, Nipawat Middle School Spring Concert, Rotary, Kids Story Time with Fairy Tales, Puss in Boots, Hansel and Gretel, Storm Chasing with Justin Oreto, Nipawat Remembrance Day again, Community Announcements, RM of Rosedale Council Meeting, a new one. There's the story behind the stories, NACTV reads the news, verifying information, conversational spoken Filipino, we have coffee chat with Dan Mazer, and then the schedule repeats from there, because we do broadcast 24 hours with 12 hours programming, and then that 12 hours repeats. Both phone lines are open to receive your calls. For the third and final time, both phone lines are open to receive your calls. Not hearing any other calls, I declare this game closed. And that will wrap it up for tonight's bingo. Thank you for playing along. Our winner on the Blackout Consolation was Margaret Hazelwood of Neepawa, purchasing the cards at NACTV. And recapping for the night, on the Bonanza Consolation, it was Jacqueline Rose and Teresa Nicholson winning that. The Big X was won by Darlene Gillies. And the Blackout Consolation was won by Margaret Hazelwood. Congratulations to our winners. Thank you all for playing along at NACTV. See you next Wednesday.